Hello, you are welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, what's good? If you are new, hey boo, I am back with another video, okay? So good morning to you all. I have not had a walk with y'all in a minute, so I wanted to get out here. The weather is kind of nice today, so I wanted to get out here while we still got this good weather before it start getting cold. You know how it gets super cold in the fall, so I want to bask in this good weather as much as I can. It ain't nice, it's a little chilly, but it's good enough for a walk and a talk today. So I wanted to come talk to y'all today about a topic that is extremely important, and I feel like I needed to make this today, so we just gonna talk about it. Your girl wanted to get up way earlier than this and have a walk, but I don't know what it is about y'all. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't like exercising, taking walks, running, doing whatever on the empty stomach. I gotta eat something before and after my exercise. I hope I'm not the only one, but hold on, yeah, get some noises. But your girl gotta have something to eat before and after, because I don't like feeling like I'm running on low energy. So I got a good head start, and when I get home, I'm gonna be making some breakfast, okay? But basically, we just gonna get into it, okay? Y'all hear a little street noise in the background, that's just morning work, and we just gonna take it all in. So I'm gonna talk over that little noise in the background. Hopefully y'all can hear me, but we gonna go to our normal little spot, the dog park, so I can sit down and talk to y'all about this, okay? But basically, I'm gonna kind of get it started, because you're probably looking at the title of that video like, okay, my man is playing tricks on me. What that supposed to mean, girl? So we gonna get into it. So basically, I'm gonna try to go all types of ways with this video, and hopefully y'all following me, okay? For the people that know my man is playing tricks on me, the video, it really correlates with this. So I'm gonna kind of piggyback back off of a couple of videos that I made previously, okay? Mainly the one where I talked about my brother, and the video where I said how to keep yourself from becoming mentally unstable on your spiritual path, okay? It's a lot of people out here losing their mans. Believe it or not, it's a lot of same people losing their mans out here, okay? And I already told y'all about my brother and how normal he was before things happened. So please, I'm not coming with this message to try to be funny, try to call nobody out, try to make nobody feel no type of way because they're on a certain path. But this is just me bringing light and awareness. Mental health is extremely near and dear to me. I value mental health so strongly, okay? We all about being sane and mentally intact over here on my channel, okay? So we most definitely gonna talk about it. And not only have I came across certain situations where I have noticed people with mental illnesses, and we are just gonna talk about it, okay? I advocate for these people so strongly. I know so many people with mental illnesses, and these are the people who I feel like voices need to be heard, okay? They need somebody speaking for them. And so it's so crazy, because it's like, dang, they doing a whole lot of street work, y'all. What's the day? They usually do street work on Monday. It's literally Wednesday, y'all. They play too much. But yeah, we just gone. I'm thinking about putting some music over this video, but I don't like too much noise. But usually when I take a walk, it's peace and quiet, but today it's a little bit too much going on. But we just gonna take it in. Before I get started on this video, your girl is pretty much enjoying the fall so far, okay? Hopefully y'all are ready for my next haul, okay? It's coming very soon. It's all type of street worker cars over here, y'all. I'm glad they riding pads, because you ain't gonna be able to hear that in my video. Hopefully they done. It's early, but it ain't that early. I usually take my walks super early. There ain't usually that many street workers out like this. But yeah, we got some peace and quiet now. I really love nature, y'all. Like, let me just let y'all get a view real quick of what the Lord is giving today, okay? The Lord is giving today with the nature, okay? Let's take a moment to appreciate this nature for a minute before your girl gets to yapping, okay? I pray to the Lord that you need longevity and the vocal cords to speak, to put out the right message today, and let it reach the right people that it needs to reach. I'm gonna let the Lord speak with me and flow through me. Lord, please give me the right words to say, the right energy to put out this message. And so we just gonna get into it, okay? I'm finna take this thing off because it didn't get, like I said, we got some nice weather today. It was a little chilly earlier, but I wanted to wear something over my workout gear. But basically, we're just gonna get into it, okay? I'm gonna put this right here. Lord, please let it be a situation to where the bugs ain't distracting and they ain't doing a little bit too much today. But basically, we're just gonna hop straight into the video. My man is playing tricks on me, okay? So we are gonna kind of talk about my brother first, okay? Lord, please speak with me. Please stay with me today. Lord, the sun is shining down on me, so that's a clue that the Lord is giving me the strength right now. I like to look at the sun a lot. Okay, I feel like I'm looking up at the Lord, but Lord, please give me the strength to talk about this once again, okay? So the reason why I'm talking about this now, because I feel like some of y'all may have some questions about the video where I talked about my brother, okay? And really, this video is within good intention, okay? This is not an emotional dump, okay? Your girl is healed. Your girl is strong. This is why I feel like I have the strength to speak about this in depth, okay? To where y'all can understand. So, I told y'all that my brother wrote a 10-page letter to me. And I ended up speaking to him, okay? And like I said, I feel like everything is within good reason. I feel like the Lord gave me the strength to be able to talk to my brother, to forgive my brother. And the reason why I felt as though the Lord gave me the strength to be able to speak to my brother again, because I was the only person that my brother had spoke to. And I feel like that was within reasoning, okay? So, the Lord gave me the strength to be able to do that, so that I can be able to come tell y'all, so that I can be able to come paint a clear picture to y'all of what mental illness look like, what happens, how your man can play tricks on you and cause you to lose your man. Okay, so if you ever seen the video, my man is playing tricks on you. Let me just say, before I had decided, I just be coming up with stuff off the dome, y'all. Like, I don't know where these ideas be coming from. It just be coming to me out of the blue. Like, I be saying, like, the Lord literally be giving me the right topic to talk about, what edits to use and all that type of stuff, and I thank him. Okay, let me just thank the Lord for a minute. But basically, if you ever seen the man playing tricks on you video, that's nostalgic to me. First of all, I grew up listening to that as a shorty. When I first heard the song was creepy, okay? It brings very much nostalgic memories, but when I was younger, I didn't really know the message that was behind that video, okay? And as I started getting older, I started to understand the video better, okay? I actually listened to the video and watched the video before I made this video, okay? So I didn't even know that this was way back then, that video was inspired by a person that had a mental illness, okay? They was battling with a mental illness. Drugs play a huge effect on your mental health as well. And somebody had a question about my brother in the last video where they talked about, was he doing some sort of drug, okay? My brother was never into no type of heavy kind of drugs. Like, I'm just gonna be completely transparent with y'all in this video. I done been too real and raw with y'all up until this point. Ain't no point in me turning back now. I'm not gonna filter anything in this video, okay? My brother was a heavy weed smoker back then, okay? I never known my brother to be into any heavy type of drugs like crack cocaine, heroin, none of that type of stuff, shrooms, none of that type of stuff. My brother was never on that type of drug that I can recall, okay? He always just been a weed smoker, and from time to time he used to pop ecstasy pills, okay? So for the people that's into drugs, you want to stay tuned for this video, and I'm actually going to make another video probably after this one later this week talking about drugs specifically, okay? It's probably going to be a long video, so stay tuned for that. But basically, drugs play a huge effect in your man playing tricks on you, okay? Drugs alter your man and take you to a deep, dark place, okay? If you listen to the video, my man's playing tricks on you, it just kind of give you a layout of what this looks like, okay? And when I think about that video, it do kind of correlate with my brother, okay? And everything that's going on social media with people talking about spirituality, people talking about betrayal, people talking about toxic family, all that type of stuff. This is why I always say that it is important for you to ask the Lord to give you the strength to forgive someone. Because if you hold a grudge in your heart towards people, you are going to adapt a mindset of people always constantly being out to get you, okay? If people do wrong things to you, you develop a mindset of not really trusting nobody, okay? It's some good people out here in this world. You just gotta get to know them. Ask the Lord to put these people in your paths, okay? The Lord is gonna put the right people in your paths. This is gonna bless you. You ain't gonna be going through no long suffering after you encounter certain things in your life, as long as you have the Lord heavy and strong in your life, okay? Your man ain't gonna be playing tricks on you. You ain't gonna be constantly thinking that people are out to get you, okay? This is the main focus and purpose of this video. This is where a lot of people end up losing their man, because they feel like everybody is out to get them, okay? This is where the drugs come into play. People use drugs as a way of escaping their problems. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to deal with the problems that come along with life, so they use drugs as a kryptonite. They use drugs to numb what they are going through. Okay, so when I talk about my brother, I'm gonna kind of unpack the layers when it comes to this. Okay, and before I even start, let me just say thank y'all for y'all patience, sitting down listening to this. Okay, I appreciate y'all support and encouragement. We're gonna get into the letter. Okay, it's so crazy because after I made that video for y'all, and the Lord revealed something else to me. He brought my brother in my path to show me something. It was something else that I needed to do that hadn't been done. Okay, remember I told y'all that he wrote me the 10-page letter after I had spoke to him 10 years later, explaining everything that happened. Okay, let me just say this. I didn't read the entire letter, and when I had got the 10-page letter, I didn't open it. That's the one thing I forgot to mention in the last video. I didn't open the letter right away. It actually took me about 2 weeks before I opened his letter. And the reason why I took so long opening this letter is because I was mentally and emotionally preparing myself for what I was going to receive in this letter. Okay, I knew that, first of all, when I opened the letter, I seen how long it was, and I didn't read it until 2 weeks later. Okay, so like I said, I was mentally preparing myself for it. And when I started reading the letter, let me just point this out. Okay, we're going to talk about demonic energy and how it played the main factor in this story. When I had told you about my mother's funeral and when my sister went to go visit him the day of, my sister said that she seen something on him. She seen a demon on our brother. Now, the eyes are the windows to the soul. Now, she said when she looked in our brother's eyes, his entire eye was black. Okay? If you have ever seen criminals do something crazy and it make big headline news, if you ever look at their mugshot, if you look at it in their face, you can see that a demon is on this person. You can tell through the eyes. The eyes are literally the windows to the soul. If you look at a person, you can tell when they are possessed by something evil. And my sister said she noticed this when she went to go visit my brother. Okay? I told y'all demons are real. Okay? Demon had took ownership over my brother. So I'm not really going to go into what they talked about. I'm just going to jump back to the letter. In this letter, some things correlate with what my sister told me about what she was seeing when she went to go visit him. She seen the demonic spirit on him. And so when I was reading this letter, first of all, let me just say this. When I talked to him on the phone, he seemed sane. He was talking normal. Okay? I could tell that whatever he was possessed by had left him. Okay? The same person that committed this murder was not the same person that I had spoke to on the phone. Okay? That's how I knew that my brother was possessed by an evil spirit. When I read the letter, it was so much demonic energy in this letter. Okay? When I say my brother sounded sane when I talked to him over the phone, when I read the letter, it was something completely different. Okay? The letter was all over the place. Talking around in circles wasn't really making no sense. I couldn't really understand the letter like that. I could understand the message that was behind the letter, but I couldn't understand where he was coming from. You know, I couldn't really wrap my mind around what he was trying to tell me. Okay? He basically went into intricate details of everything that had happened that led up to that moment, everything that transpired during that moment. Okay? When I was reading the letter, like I said, it was a lot of demonic kind of energy in the letter. Okay? He was basically in so many words telling me what this demon had done to him, what this demon had possessed him to do. He was telling me all his thoughts and everything. Okay? You know how when somebody is mentally unstable and they talking all over the place, you don't understand. When you see them people, they walking down the street, they talking to themselves, they not really making no sense. you stop them, you ask them, hey, what's going on? You know, you try to have a normal conversation with them. They get to talking normally, and then they go off into stay somewhere. They get to talking all over the place. Once again, they can't stay sane. Okay, that's basically how the letter was. I didn't have the emotional and mental strength to continue reading that letter. I couldn't do it. Okay, you probably asking in your head, like, where's the letter? I got rid of the letter. I didn't keep it because of what was attached to this letter. Okay, everything that had been bothering me for the past 10 years was in that letter, and I feel like if I kept it, that was going to keep me in mental bondage. So I had to get rid of it. It was a closure that I needed, but I had to get rid of that letter. Okay, because I felt like that wasn't my brother speaking in that letter. It was my brother, and then it wasn't. It was my brother, and then it wasn't. It was basically giving me a clear picture of what transpired. Okay, like I said, I wasn't in the house when the murder took place, so my brother just kind of painted the picture to me of everything that happened. Okay, everything that he had been trying to explain to us, all them years that he had went without us speaking to him, it all came out in the letter. Everything that he had been wanting to tell all of us, he let it out in the letter. That's why the letter was so long. It was overwhelming. I couldn't deal with it, you know. I didn't have the emotional strength to do it, and that's why it took me 2 weeks before I actually read it. So basically, the letter kind of explained the title of this video. My man is playing tricks on me. Okay, my brother man was playing tricks on him, and that's what caused him to do what he did. The enemy will play tricks on your man to make you believe certain things. Okay, if you ever went and watched the news story, I don't know if some of y'all probably went and searched up the news story after y'all listened to my video, but my brother had said something about being reincarnated as a prophet or something like that. Like I said, he was mixing the Lord in with the devil and just trying to make it make sense, and it didn't make sense. Okay, what he did was evil, what he did was wrong. And another reason why I'm gonna say this spirit works through people, and this is how you are able to spot demonic energy in certain people, is when my brother was telling me everything in the letter, and when I spoke to him on the phone, like I said, I feel like it was like he was two different people. Okay, even though he explained everything that happened, this is the part that I had left out of the last video. The reason why I didn't speak to my brother after I read the letter, I had forgiven my brother in my heart before I spoke to him, and I forgave him on the phone when we spoke. Okay, but I will say this: when my brother was talking to me on the phone, I actually got angry at one point because he wasn't taking accountability for what he had done. Okay, I just got a strong sense that he just didn't want to take accountability. He kept saying that voices was telling him to kill the family. Okay, well, I believe that is true because I know evil is real, demons are real. He didn't take accountability for himself, for the fact that he was the one that took out that plan that was placed on him by demonic energy. Okay, the demon played tricks on my brother man to make him feel like this was something that he needed to do. Okay, so he didn't take accountability for his part that he played in this. Okay, he let an evil spirit use him, and he didn't take accountability for that. Okay, he blamed it all on spirit when he had a huge part to play in it. And so that's the part that made me angry. I had forgave him, you know, but during that time, it was just something that was in me that I'm just like, I can't do this. You know, I know you're giving me the strength, Lord. I know you want me to talk to my brother, but I can't do this right now. I can't do it. And that's why I didn't speak to him after I got rid of the letter, and I didn't speak to him no more. I stopped answering his calls and everything. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I actually had the Lord kind of convict me. It's so crazy that I'm even sitting up here being transparent like this. That's how I know the Lord is real. Like, the Lord is literally holding my hand right now. This ain't nothing but strength. This ain't nothing. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much once again for giving me the strength and the ability to talk about this. But I had the Lord convict me a couple of weeks ago about my brother. I felt like the reason why my brother wrote me that letter, and the reason why I was the only one that was in communication with him, it was because it was something that I needed to do. The Lord had to sit me down and have a spiritual one-on-one with me. Okay, me and the Lord had a spiritual one-on-one. was something that I needed to do. I knew what it was, but I kept fighting with it. I kept pushing it off, you know. I knew it was something more that the Lord wanted me to do, involving my brother in this entire situation. But basically, the Lord wanted me to forgive my brother for a reason, because I feel like the Lord wanted me to bring my brother into some sort of deliverance and bring my brother back closer to him. Okay, and that's why he made it a way for me to have contact with him again. It was a reason behind it. Okay, the Lord had to strengthen my heart posture in order for me to have the ability to not only forgive my brother, but to deliver him, in a sense. Okay, why I feel like I got that, I don't know. But like I said, the Lord has so many different ways of communicating with us. And like I said, the Holy Spirit is unmatched with any physical abilities. Okay, I can't do nothing but thank him for giving me the strength to be able to forgive my brother at this level. Okay, each time I ever talk about the situation, I always feel as though I gain even more strength to talk about him. I gain even more. And you're probably thinking, like, do you still love your brother? I still love my brother. It wasn't until actually a couple of weeks ago, after I made the video to y'all, that some things started to become more clear for me, until some things started to make more sense to me. The Lord wanted me to forgive him because he wanted me to be able to deliver him and speak to him. Okay, this is the whole sense of, y'all ever seen them certain movies and television shows where the pastor go visit people in prison, go talk to them and preach to them and just basically give them that mental and emotional support. Okay, these people have been wrote off by society, by their family, by their friends, whoever that they have committed heinous acts on by the enemy. The Lord brings certain people into their lives to deliver them from that evil spirit. Okay, because like I said, my brother, he got 6 consecutive life sentences behind what he had done. Okay, I remember hearing through the grapevine, like this was like kind of a couple of 2 or 3 years after everything happened, word had got around because of what my brother had did. Like I said, the story had hit the media. Okay, so everybody knew about this around the town. Everybody that he was in prison with knew about it. So my brother was actually placed on suicide watch. He was actually placed separate from population because they already felt that if they was to put my brother in population, he was going to be murdered behind what he done. This murder angered a lot of people, okay, to where they had thought about taking my brother out. He had a woman that he was involved with during this time that had been communicating through the family. It was just kind of like by word of mouth. Then my brother had almost got attacked one day walking down the hallway, and another time correctional officer, they treated my brother like he was low beneath the earth. Okay, they treated him like he was nothing. COs would throw his food in the room. This was what he had been telling someone. Okay, the treatment that he was getting behind this. At the time when I had heard about the treatment that he was receiving behind this, I did have this sort of man frame, like, okay, you do deserve what you did, you deserve it. But as I am older and mature now, I had to really look back on it like, this is why I say the Lord is going to give you strength and ability to forgive in ways that it's just, you're just like, Lord, you're looking at the Lord like, why is you doing this? Like, why is you giving me the strength to be able to forgive this person at this level like this? Like, look what they did to me. Look what they did to my family. And the Lord was like, forgive people as I have forgiven you. And so that's what made me develop the strength to be able to forgive my brother at that level. And I'm just going to kind of go back to the topic of the video where I said my man is playing tricks on me. Where I say getting involved deeply with spirituality, you got to know what you're doing. Okay, some people are out here tampering with certain things and not knowing what they are doing, what they are picking up. My brother had picked up a religion, okay? And things went left. He ended up losing his man because of certain information he was taking in, okay? And this is why I come and preface it so strongly on my channel of how y'all need to be mindful of what y'all read, watch, and listen to, okay? So many different people out here that's losing their man, slowly but surely. And the dangerous part about all of this is some people are not aware that they are losing their man, okay? It started off baby steps. The enemy is going to get you with little crumbs, okay, in the beginning. It's not going to seem like anything major that you need to be watching out for. It's gonna be like them bits and pieces of candy that you found on the ground as a child. You picking it up, you're not knowing where it's coming from. Instead of keep on picking up candy, you're like, where's this candy coming from? It's leading you into a trap. Okay, that's how it starts, with information, being mindful of what you are taking in. When you don't have the Lord, when the Lord's hands is not in what you are doing, that is how your man can play tricks on you. That is how the enemy can creep in and deceive you in certain ways. I wanted to really come bring this story and speak about it because I'm just seeing it to where people are just slowly but surely losing their man. Okay, I feel like the Lord took me through that. He gave me the strength and ability to stay mentally intact, just so I can be able to come show y'all how powerful influence is. Okay, it is extremely powerful. Okay, some of y'all biggest leaders, they are losing a man, and they are leading a flock of people down the road of destruction. Okay, the Lord don't got his hands in nothing that they doing. They confused, they led astray. And this is just what I wanted to talk about y'all this morning. The Lord got to have his hands in everything. The Lord got to have his hands in everything that you put out here. Okay, you don't give the Lord the credit, the enemy is going to creep in. Okay, I just see a lot of people losing their man. Like, I feel like, and it's been certain instances like this has happened to me past couple of weeks. I have been able to notice a couple of people with mental illnesses walking around talking to themselves. I was able to witness this, and it's so crazy the way I witnessed it, because it was almost as if the Lord was telling me, like, you need to speak about this, like this right here. I'm sending you this person, I'm sending you that person, I'm sending you this person, I'm putting you in certain situations around certain people so that you have to talk about this right now. This needs to be spoken about right now. That's why I feel like I needed to come talk about it now. Like, I was supposed to have been did this video a couple of weeks ago, but I just had so many things going on in my personal life. But I got time to talk today. I got time today. Okay, the Lord said you better make time today, and so that's why I'm out here in nature with y'all talking about this. But basically, I seen some mental illnesses a couple of weeks ago. I seen people suffering. I seen this man talking to himself. Yeah, I've seen it. It's so crazy how the Lord be putting certain people on your path to show you this is what you need to be doing. You need to be helping these people. You need to be speaking about this. Okay, you need to show this is what happens when you are not a believer in me. This is what happens when you let the enemy take control over you. This is what happens. And I seen the man, he was talking to himself. I actually had stopped at McDonald's to get some breakfast one morning, and I had seen that it was a man that was in there. He was talking to himself, you know. And I seen something so wicked, and I kind of want to bring this up too, when it comes to being able to spot and decipher the enemy working through certain people. Okay, I look at people with mental illnesses. They are defenseless. Okay, these people are sick. Okay, you don't make fun of the mentally ill. That's weak behavior. Okay, you are not going to get any blessings behind it. That's evil on a different type of level. Okay, and we're gonna talk about it. But basically, I was in McDonald's, y'all, and I seen this man. He was talking to himself. And this wasn't the first time I had seen this with spotting people talking to themselves. And it was a guy that had spotted him in McDonald's. Like I said, I'm an extremely observant person. I literally pay attention to everything. Okay, I look at everybody as if they have some sort of story that I need to tell. But basically, it was a dude that knew him, and he walked up and started talking to him. Now, let me just preface this. This is how I knew that this person was evil. Okay, first of all, when I see the dude talking to himself, I immediately started praying for him. Okay, the dude that knew him was off in a cut somewhere. He was sitting over on the other side, and when he synced, he spotted dude, and seen that he was talking to himself. He put his head down. You know how we used to do back in the day when somebody do or say something foolish, and we get to busting out laughing, or we may do one of these so the person don't see that we laughing. This person knew that it was so wicked and evil what this person did. It was so crazy how I was able to witness this. He put his head down and started laughing. Okay, making fun of this person's mental illness. He came over to the person and sat right next to him. Right, I'm sitting here watching. He tried to act as though he was this person's friend. Okay, and I'm literally sitting there shaking my head. He was basically trying to, I'm gonna kind of backtrack on the video where I talked about they bought tickets to watch you self-destruct. Okay, this is the whole thing of having people around. People are not gonna have your best interests. Okay, people are gonna act as though they are supportive of you, they your best friend, they love you, they care about you, understand what you're going through and all this and that, when really they are your enemy. Okay, they like seeing you struggling with a mental illness. Okay, some people out here, they get a kick and entertainment out of watching people suffer mentally. Them types of people are evil. Okay, and I had to come speak about it today. But this person went over and tried to act as though they were a friend to this person. And the way they did it was they was trying to put this person on the spot right in front of me. Okay, the person had took notice to the fact that I had seen them laughing at this guy. Okay, and they went over and started talking to him, asking him questions and stuff, trying to get him to say even more crazy things. You know what I'm saying? Trying to act in a way as if they cared about this person, when really they was trying to make a mockery and sport of this person's mental illness. And I thought it was so sick and twisted and evil. Okay, instead of keep asking questions, then at the same time, it was so crazy because he kept looking over at me when he was asking the dude certain questions. And I didn't make no eye contact with him because this is the one thing about evil spirits. Like I said, evil spirits jumping on and off of people. He kept looking at me when he was asking him certain questions to try to see if I was gonna laugh. Y'all know, being children, you know that person was always cracking and joking on certain people, picking and bullying certain people, and then they kind of steady keep on looking over at you to see if you gonna feed into what they doing. They trying to see if you gonna laugh along with them. I didn't make no eye contact with him because I seen what he was doing. Okay, I just thought that was so evil, y'all. But I have seen that several times, to where people had tried to make mockery of people with mental illnesses. Okay, the man was talking all type of craziness. Okay, he was making sense at one point, and then he started talking all off the wall. He was talking about religion. He was talking about how, you know, them conspiracy theorist kind of people. Okay, but that's gonna be a separate topic on its own. Conspiracy theories, them type of people are the main ones that be falling along the lines of mentally unstable people. Okay, but when I seen that, and I seen that dude, the way he was operating, I seen evil spirit jump on this person. But yeah, y'all, that's just something that I wanted to come and talk to y'all. Like, I literally shared a testimony about my brother, about how your man can play tricks on you when it comes to evil, when it comes to the enemy. Not having that strong relationship with the Lord is going to put you in a vulnerable position. It's going to make you an easy target for the enemy to attack. Okay, and I was able to witness it with another person. It's so crazy. People with mental illnesses need help. You don't need to be standing around laughing at this. And it's so crazy because I stated this early on my channel, where I said I have witnessed people laugh and make mockery of people with mental illnesses, but we was kids at that time. Let me just say this. I have never took part when my fellow schoolmates, they weren't even necessarily people that I consider to be friends. These were just people that I used to ride the bus with every day, because we used to have to ride the bus every morning to high school. Okay, I used to have part. We used to have to take the 63rd bus to school every morning, and it was always this person outside talking to themselves, and my classmate would always pick and laugh and make fun of this person. Okay, we was kids at that age. We was naive. We weren't aware of what we was doing. Okay, but you got grown folks out here that's well aware of right and wrong, and they would choose to let the enemy work through them, and they would choose to mock and ridicule a person that is battling with a mental illness. That stuff is evil. Okay, and this is how I knew I had a spiritual gift early, because I've been seeing this type of stuff, mental illnesses and stuff like this, since I was a child. You know, I never was that person that would sit up and make fun of a person with a mental illness. I always looked at them people as if they needed help. You know, but yeah, you see a person battling with a mental illness, don't make fun of that person. Help that person. Pray for that person. Okay, we all need deliverance in some ways. Okay, you never know. And the very people that be sitting up ridiculing and talking about people with mental illnesses, these be the main people that end up decades and centuries later battling with the very thing that they made fun of years prior. So be careful. I'm always the person that always gonna come and preface and say, you need to be careful about how you treat people out here, because the very same thing can flip around and turn around on you. And you are probably going to end up being that person that's battling with a mental illness. Okay, be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you talk to people. Be careful how you operate with people. Your heart posture got to be set up right in order to be operating with Holy Spirit. Okay, He's going to put you in situations around certain people to show you what it is that you need to do, what your purpose is. Okay, He's going to show you how the enemy works with certain people. He's going to show you what it is that you need to do. He's going to be giving you spiritual warnings and spiritual messages all the time. You got to be able to receive that emotionally, physically, mentally. That's why Holy Spirit is powerful. That's why the Lord is powerful. He's going to give you mental strength. He's going to give you mental sanity. Okay, it don't take none but mental sanity to operate with the Lord. Anybody that's telling you something different, they operating with the enemy. Okay, the Lord is not going to send you messages of confusion. He's not going to have you out here confused and lost, losing your man. That's not how the Lord works. That's not how he operates. He's going to make your vision clear for you to see. And he's going to put you in certain situations and in rooms with people, so where you are going to able to witness that and come talk about it. Okay? So that's the message that I want to bring to y'all. Okay? Don't let the enemy play tricks on your man. Don't let the enemy come and send you messages of confusion on social media. There's so many people online that is just leading a flock of people down the road of destruction, down the road of mental insanity. Okay? They are not even aware that this is what they are doing, because they are being used by the enemy. We have people that are in certain positions to where they have some sort of authority over the multitudes. Okay? And this is where a lot of people go wrong. They get to a certain level in their life where they have a lot of audience, a lot of people on there, and they let the enemy show up and show out. Okay? They don't let the Lord use them for what it is that they are called to do. They let the enemy use them. Okay? They let the fact that it's a lot of ads on them, a lot of attention on them, big their head up. This is where the spirit of pride and arrogance come from. When it comes to having large followings online, people be getting sidetracked from their purpose of why they even came in the first place. Okay? This is a sign for mental insanity. Okay? We're talking about arrogant spirits right now. We are going to keep the spotlight on these people that is tiptoeing on the land of mental insanity. Okay? I'm seeing it. The Lord is giving me clear vision to see this. That's why I'm coming to talk about it right now. Be careful of who you take influence from. You cannot take guidance and influence from everybody. Everybody is not rap tight. Everybody is not mentally intact when it comes to speaking on certain things, because they don't have Holy Spirit leading them along the way. It's dangerous taking guidance and advice from certain people. Okay, be able to decipher the difference between when the Lord is using a certain person and when the enemy is using certain people. Okay? You are going to get certain messages and you are going to know that it didn't come from the Lord. It didn't. The Lord didn't use this person to do nothing. They just throwing his name around because it sounds popular and it's trending. People are using the Lord name for the wrong purposes. I'm seeing that a lot too. I'm seeing it a lot. Okay? They taking religion, like what I told y'all earlier in the video, my brother, they taking religion and they twisting it and they making it to what they want it to be. That is how you are going to know that you are operating with an evil spirit and that the enemy is using you. When you take certain information and things and you twist it and you making it into what you want it to be, instead of what is right there in front of your face. Okay, the Lord is going to give you a clear vision of what is what, which direction you need to take. Okay, and if you have any source of confusion, you ask the Lord to come clear that up for you. Do not be led astray by messages of confusion. Okay, there's so many people tiptoeing down the road of mental insanity. And I don't want to speak nothing up over nobody. I ain't come to do that. I just came to do what the Lord asked me to do this morning. Okay, hope this message resonated for some of y'all. I feel like I need to come and be transparent with y'all once again. I know I had to get deep and personal with y'all. It don't take nothing but the strength to be able to do this. Like, I had to prepare myself even to do this. I'm like, well, I don't want to get on here. Why do I need to talk about this? The Lord said it's a reason why you need to talk about this. Okay, I'm going to give you longevity and voice to be able to talk about this however long you need to. And I thank the Lord for giving me the strength, okay? But anyways, I don't want to keep this message running for too long. Just be careful of how you treat people out here, okay? Keep the Lord heavy and strong on your side. Pray for deliverance if you are feeling as though you are confused and you feeling like the enemy trying to creep in. You don't know what else to do. You pray to the Lord heavy and strong. You need the Lord on your side through and throughout. All day, every day, you need to be praying and talking to the Lord, okay? Be careful how you treat people out here. Be careful of the messages you are taking. Continue to protect your soul and spirit. And I will talk to y'all in the next video.